thank you so much. Welcome back here. And before we get started, I got to say we're live via the internet.
We are.
We're doing that every Wednesday. In case you're watching this on TV, you want to see the thing being put together on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock.
Go log on.
Delaware28.com and hit the live button, and you'll be able to pick us up and get to watch Kat put people's makeup on.
That's right.
Which only took about an hour and a half today. Welcome our guest now. This is Delaware Art Museum, Margaretta, and it's Frederick.
Frederick.
Yeah, and
I thought you meant him.
No, that's Dennis, and I don't want to mess up that last name, Dennis. It's
Lawson.
Lawson. Okay, and Margaretta, you're the curator of, I guess, of. What's a curator, first of all, just for people like myself that are a little slow?
Well, we take care of the paintings in the permanent collection of the museum, and we put together exhibitions that come to the museum. Okay,
so in other words, when something's being planned and everything, then you're the one they say, okay, this is your exhibition.
That's correct.
So you've decided where to hang the pictures.
That's correct.
Yeah, unless you got one of these artists that come along with it and say, I don't want it there, I want it here. And,
I work in the 19th century, so I work with dead artists.
There you go. There you go. How do you become a curator, first of all?
You go to school for art history, you get a PhD.
Yeah, so well educated in.
Wow.
My chances to become a curator are gone.
But you do hang pictures nicely.
I thought that'd be I thought that would heck of a job there. I can hang some pictures. I do it all the time. So, but you got a great exhibit coming up.
We do. It's called Paintings from the Reign of Victoria. It's from the Royal Holloway College collection in London.
Oh, wow. Wow. Now, what do they do? They just loan it to you for so long? Or?
They do. That's right. We'll have it for about
2.5 months, February 1st to April 12th, 2009.
So if you're going to see these, you've got to see it, because a lot of times it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
This is. Yeah. This collection never leaves London, so this is a big deal.
Yeah, but you guys are getting a lot. Dennis, I know that the Delaware Art Museum over here is, since you've revamped it, I mean, what a great building it is now. You guys getting all kinds of things.
Right. One of the things that they did when the museum was kind of recreated, they added a large exhibition space so that we could have major traveling shows come through. And basically, we can have 3 or 4 major exhibitions come through a year now. And we've just had a really good schedule since we've come back to Kentmere Parkway. So lately, we've just a few months ago, we had a major Fernando Botero exhibition. Before that, we had a major show by an artist named John Sloan who did city landscapes, and now Paintings from the Reign of Victoria is just, I think, going to be our next big blockbuster.
Now, when you're talking about that, is this, what century were these paintings?
So the 19th century in England.
Right.
And they were collected by a guy who's really rags to riches story. He was the son of a grocer, and he made himself into a multimillionaire by the time he died, and he collected these paintings.
And he collected the paintings, and of course they are donated, I guess, now to some museum in London, or?
He collected the paintings and gave them to the college he founded for women, Royal Holloway College. So the paintings have always hung in the college.
Yeah, now are they paintings by particular artists, or are they just a couple of artists, or?
They're paintings by what were then famous artists in the Victorian time, names that aren't so recognizable today, but names which at the time were the best, absolute best.
Yeah, now what kind of, when you say paintings, oil paintings,
oil paintings, history scenes of everyday life in the Victorian era.
Well, that'd be interesting, because the dress and the style and everything then was absolutely gorgeous. A lot of color in that.
Absolutely, and every picture tells a story. It's wonderful.
How many pictures are you going to have?
About 60.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them quite large, big, beautiful gold frames.
Yeah, well, and I want to get back to that here in a minute. Before I do, we just lost one of the greatest artists of our times, Andrew Wyeth, that just passed here the last couple of days, I guess it's been now.
Pretty much.
And I know that you guys have a tremendous collection of Andrew Wyeth hidden away in places, and I understand that some of that's being brought out and displayed at this time, too.
That's right. When the museum was notified of Andrew Wyeth's passing, the curators and prep staff got it together right away, took down some paintings, put up some paintings. So right now we have 7 Andrew Wyeths on view. They're in galleries 15 and 16. So it's basically a little display of some of his, some of the major works that he did that the museum owns.
Like the pirate stuff.
Well, Andrew Wyeth was more of a realism painter, but...
Which one of the Wyeths did the pirate stuff?
The pirate stuff is...
his father.
His father.
Father.
Right.
Because it's been, he was 3rd generation, I believe. Andrew was he not? third?
Well, Andrew was really the second generation, so...
There's too many Wyatts.
And they keep on going, too.
But his father, N.C., studied under the artist Howard Pyle, who is a Wilmington native, and we have a large collection of Howard Pyle paintings.
And Pyle is known for the pirates.
Right,
Pyle,
right.
he's
Okay.
There you
the
go.
pirate man.
Right.
Exactly.
Now I did see Andrew painting the Kalmar nickel. I was out there one day when he was doing that. I don't know if he ever finished that piece or not, but I know I was out there one day when he was actually working on that piece. So.
Sure.
But what a great time to visit museum because of that you've got on display, because this is stuff that you guys bring out occasionally, but it's not brought out a whole lot.
Right,
you know,
right.
So, and at the same time, with the Victorian age stuff that you've got coming on display, because when you go to the museum, I mean, there's a lot more to see that's on a regular basis that you guys always have out there. How many studios do you have now? I know there's room, because every time I go in there, I get lost. Now, I go to the main exhibit hall, which is the new one now, but you go all different directions. And
Well, the museum has 17 galleries for displaying art, and then we also have the Bank of America Education Wing, and that's where we have studio space, where we have the studio art class program. That's where artists can come in and take classes. So adults and children alike can learn painting, drawing, and you know.
I didn't realize that actually took place at the museum. So you can actually go over there. Do you have to be an accredited artist of some type, or
No,
no.
you could be like me and just.
Here we go again.
I'm doing pretty good. I've got I've got like 17 pieces now that that someday you never know, Kevin. I had an artist come on one day and he showed me that anybody can paint.
Sure.
You know, it's just, and what some of the art is, I think I'm pretty good. You know, I see some of these other things hanging, I'm thinking, if that's art, I'm really good.
That's right. You're an abstractionist.
Artists of all ages and all skill levels. So there's classes for beginners, and if you consider yourself an intermediate or advanced artist, there's a place for you to study.
I'm still in that beginner level.
Okay.
I'm trying to do birds
You'd be welcome.
now. So.
I think you'd have a great time. Yeah, definitely.
I've got a couple feathers I've drawn. That's about it. But you've got related programs. I'm looking here and events that's going on.
Yeah, we're actually the exhibition, the Royal Holloway exhibition of the Victorian paintings officially opens Sunday, February 1st. But we're doing a preview party the night before, Saturday, January 31st. That kicks off at 6 o'clock. We're selling tickets on our website, delart.org. And it should be a lot of fun. You get to see the exhibition early, hors d'oeuvres, dinner stations.
I tell you, if you're going to go to the museum, that's one of the best times to go to the museum is the pre-opening of an exhibit. Because I remember the Linda McCartney exhibit when that came. What a festive activity! That was it becomes a party. At the same time, you get to look at some great works.
Yeah, and there's going to be opening remarks to welcome it. Our new Lieutenant Governor Matt Dehn will be there to usher in the exhibition. The British Consul from Philadelphia will be there. The chairman of our Board of Trustees will be there. So they'll speak a little bit to welcome the exhibition. And there are a limited number of tickets available. They're a little more expensive than the regular tickets, but if you purchase one, you get to come an hour early at 5 o'clock, and Margaretta will give you a private tour of the exhibition.
I'm paying extra.
She didn't know that until just now. You can tell.
Just now, yeah. But it's all taking place. The exhibit opens February 1st, so on the I guess
on
that would
Sunday.
be on the end of January. January 31st will be the party.
Right, and then opens Sunday, February 1st in the museum. We're free every Sunday, so if you want to come opening day, it's free. So.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, every Sunday.
Every Sunday is free of charge. But if you want to join the party, you definitely want to go on www.delawareart.org and you get your tickets there. And tickets are going for the party.
$75, but if you're a member of the museum, it's only $65.
Well, the 75 is not bad for what you get on that event. I mean, like you said, hors d'oeuvres and everything. It's just a great way to hook up with different people, too, different artists and everything else. Want to thank you so much for coming on. I can't be a curve. Maybe I can come down and hammer a couple of nails and hang a couple of paintings or something.
You can stand back and do this for
Yeah, there we go. I can do something. But it's always a joy to go down. If you haven't visited Delaware Art Museum, you definitely got to check out the new facilities they've got going on. How long now, Dennis? A year and a half?
We reopened in June 2005, so we're coming up on...
Oh, wow, 3 years. Yeah.
3.5.
So you definitely, if you haven't been there, this is a great opportunity. Thank you so much for coming. Everybody get out and check out what's happening at the Delaware Art Museum. Get the tickets for the party. I'll be there. I know Kevin will be there, so Dennis will be there. And I'm going for the private tour myself. They can't beat the private tour, but I thank you guys so much. Stay with us. Be right back right after this.
To find out more about the Tim Qualls Show and other Positive Promotion productions, then log on to our website at www.positively-promotion.com. PawsProTV.com.